just champion of the Cliff Keen, and what was the key for you today?
I think probably the key was actually not what I did today or yesterday, is what I did coming up to this tournament. I trained hard, you know. I knew that there was going to be a lot of really good guys here, so I kept my weight down really close, you know, really close to 141 pounds, and I honestly think that's what made the difference. I know all my technique is really good. It's always been really good, but in the past it's just been my weight that's been out of hand, and that's really, I think that's what kind of worked for me this time.
How important was it you got the first takedown and then you rode him quite a bit?
I was actually surprised that I rode him. I was expecting him to kind of get out, because when I watched him against Kellen Russell, Kellen couldn't ride him for that long, you know, and so when I got my leg in, you know, right away, I was just trying to get a couple seconds of riding time, and I guess my leg ride is a lot better than I think it is.
In the back of your mind, third period, you knew he'd come back to beat Russell.
Oh yeah. You're talking about the Kellen Russell versus him match, or
but your match? I mean,
in my match, yeah, he came back. Exactly, and so I was trying to keep my leg back. I knew that he was going for that cross hand single to my left leg, and I knew that was his shot. And so I was trying not to walk into him too much, you know, trying not to let him get that chance to take that shot on me.
Oregon State's building something. I mean, there's some good wrestlers, and you guys are getting better. I mean, just what's going on up there?
Just training hard, and I think also we're believing in ourselves a lot more. You know, we come from a school that isn't, in the past, has not been, you know, labeled as a wrestling school. When we go up against these guys that are wrestling schools, you know, like Iowa and all those guys, Ohio, you know. And I think for a couple years, really, that kind of got into our heads whenever we wrestled some big tournaments. We saw some big guys, you know, coming up. But now I think we're all realizing that we're just as good as all the rest of these guys. You know, our school, our training is just as intense as everybody else's.
Winning this, how big a springboard is this?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, it's huge. Hopefully, you know, this helps my ranking a lot more. Maybe they'll get me up there a bit more than they have, but this is huge. It's a great first step for starting off a season, you know, coming off in a win, still undefeated, and I think mentally it's going to help me out quite a bit.